जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरानीताय जय गौरानीताय जय गौरानीताय जय गौरानीताय जय राधा वल्लभ श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Sri Sri Gaurita ki, Sri 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 Radha Bhagwan ki, Sri 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 Jagannath Baladev Subhadramani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Pramanande. Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 16, verse number 31. So this verse number is a Vandanam to Supreme Lord. So when we do Vandanam to Supreme Lord, we glorify His, His qualities, His features, His vibhutis. And this verse beautifully identifies some of those. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So the title of chapter is Executing the Payovrata Process of Worship. Of course, there are various methods of worship. And this chapter discusses about Payovrata. So Payovrata is when you are doing worship for several days or months and years, obviously we have to have subsidize or have worship to maintain our body. So in Payovrata, those who are doing Payovrata, they just subsist on taking milk. Okay? So performing Vrata, only taking milk, no other food. Just like on Ekadasi day, we absent from grains. We take only Ekadasi compliant prasada. Similarly, during this Payovrata, only milk. So today's verse, 31. So let us read word by word, then full. Namo Dvishirsne Tripade Chatusrangaya Tanvate Saptahastaya Yajnaya Trayi Vidyatmane Namaha. Namo Dvishirne Tripade. Namo Dvishirne Tripade. Chatusrangaya Tantatve. Chatusrangaya Tantatve. Saptahastaya Yajnaya. Saptahastaya Yajnaya. Trayi Vidyatmane Namaha. Trayi Vidyatmane Namaha. Namo Dvishirsne Tripade. Chatusrangaya Tantatve. Saptahastaya Yajnaya. Trayi Vidyatmane Namaha. Namo Dvishirsne Tripade. Chatusrangaya Tantatve. Saptahastaya Yajnaya. Trayi Vidyatmane Namaha. Prabhus. Mataji. Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisance unto you. Dvisirsane, who have two heads. Tripade, who have three legs. Chatusrangaya, who have four horns. Tantatve, who expand. Saptahastaya, who have 7 hands. Yajnaya, unto the Yajna Purusha, the supreme enjoyer. Trayi, the 3 modes of Vedic ritualistic ceremonies. Vidyatmane, the personality of Godhead, the embodiment of all knowledge. Namaha, I offer my respectful obeisance unto you. Translation, translated by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. I offer my respectful obeisance unto you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have 2 heads, Prayaniya and Uddhayaniya, 3 legs, Sravanatraya, 4 horns, the 4 Vedas, and 7 hands, the 7 chandas such as Gayatri. I offer my obeisance unto you, whose heart and soul are the 3 Vedic rituals, Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, and Upasana Kanda, and who expand these rituals in the form of sacrifice. Om Ajnana Trimindasya Jnananjala Salakaya Chaksurulmitamena Tasme Sri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Padaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachata Desha Tarini. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivanda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this verse, in the context, so some of you already attended the previous verses of this chapter in the previous days, and of course other chapters too. Just in brief, once Bali Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj is grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj, who was protected by Lord Narasimha himself. So this Bali Maharaj has performed Vijayajita Yajna. So as a result, he gained powerful power, effulgence. His army became very powerful. Obviously, when we have a party which became very powerful, they want to establish their rulership everywhere. That happens even now also. It happened in the past, present, in the future as well. So he straight went to, after that yajna, after getting this power, he went straight to Indraloka, heavenly planet. So he was so effulgent his army looking very powerful. So when Indra saw this, he didn't even pick up a fight. He just got defeated in mind only. You see, first we either win or lose in the mind. So this is what happened to Indra. Usually when the kings or rulers of each place, when others try to take over, they resist. Even the ants will resist. Ants, other birds, beasts, or dogs also. If dogs are belong to certain house, if some other dogs are coming, they will try to fight, defend their territory. Everyone do. But anyway, sometime we can win or lose in the mind. First is in the mind and then is the real. At least if you win in the mind, there is chance that you will win in the reality. But if you lose in the mind, you already lost. But anyway, in case of Indra, so he got frightened by looking at this effulgence with which Bali Maharaj came. So immediately he consulted his Guru what to do, this situation. So Guru said that now they cannot be defeated. They have pleased their spiritual master so much that they got so much of power, effulgence, and then strength, weapons. So you can't defeat them. Better you leave the place. So he just ran away. You see, before the war began, so the king himself ran away. Obviously, if kings run away, everybody will run away. That's what happened. So it became vacant. So Bali Maharaj took over that heavenly planet. Meanwhile, obviously, like every mother, the mother Aditi, mother of Devatas, including Indra, so she became very morose. Then at that time, her husband Kashyapa Muni was away from the ashram. But when he comes, he was very morose. So he was just trying to find out what is the cause. But anyway, finally she says, "Oh Lord, so kindly tell me how do I protect myself and my sons." So that means you have to do some prayers or gain some special power or special ability yourself, or maybe invite Supreme Lord who can restore their position. So therefore he suggested that here is the Payavarta, please do it. So as part of this Payavarta, so this is the verse that is praying to Supreme Lord. Okay, so that is the context. So of course, who told this Payavarta to Kashyapa Muni? Kashyapa Muni once consulted Lord Brahma. I wanted to gain such a progeny. Please tell me what is the best vrata I should perform. So that is this Payavarta is explained to Kashyapa Muni by Lord Brahma, and same thing is repeating. So now this is one of the verse. Obviously when you are doing some vrata, you perform certain austerity, you perform worship. As part of the worship, you also pray to Supreme Lord. And this is one such prayer. Okay? So this prayer is very powerful. So we will go through each of these words in depth. So Namo, we all know. Namo, as translation says, offering my obeisances to Supreme Lord. So Namo Dvi Sirsne. Sira, we say this is Sira. Dvi means two. Two Siras, two heads. So here, in the translation, Prabhupada says that I offer respectful obeisance to Supreme Person of Godhead, who have two heads. Two heads. And of course, Supreme Lord can have any number of heads. If you see Vishwarupa, in Vishwarupa, Krishna has shown so many heads. Even Lord Brahmaji has had 5 heads, but one of them cut off. But we usually see, Chaturmukhi Brahma, 4 heads. Then the Brahmas of other universes, they have 8 heads, 16 heads. Okay? So in this case, it is more of an analogy. So what are these 2 heads of Supreme Lord represent? So Prabhupada gives Prayaniya and Udaniya. Prayaniya and Udaniya. So Prayaniya is like a beginning of the process, beginning. Then Udhaniya means conclusion, end. So what it means is, Supreme Lord is the beginning, Supreme Lord the end. If you are trying to understand something, so if you are beginning, that begins with the Supreme Lord and also ends with Supreme Lord. So every creation starts with Supreme Lord, of course, that is the end. So everything in between is the maintenance, but these two heads represent beginning and end. Correct? So you might be, going around everywhere in the universe. What is the beginning? What is the end? Sometimes you can't find, because this is so big, so long, trillions of kilometers. Oh, we say there is no end to the universe. Usually, those who are doing research in astronomy, they have built very powerful telescope. Very powerful telescope. Big telescope. Through the telescope, they try to see where is the end of this universe. 10 years ago they found, there is the end of this universe. Put up one flag there, that is the end of universe. After another 10 years, again you keep observing going on every day. Then someone will say, no, this professor from Australian National University said this is the end, but now I found that is not the end, that is almost maybe middle, still further. So that is why the theory is that universe is expanding. So one who put forward this theory received Nobel Prize. You heard about Nobel Prize? So this is the highest prize you can win on this earth today if you do some good scientific research, invention, discovery. Okay? So that person was from Australia only. He's a professor in Australian National University. Anyway, so that means we may not be able to find the end ourselves, but of course, here Krishna says, Dvi Sirsane, two heads, and two heads representing Praniya and Udaniya. And of course, if you also go through Bhagavad Gita, as you know, in chapter 10, verse 20, so Krishna tells Arjuna, so Arjuna, I am the beginning, Aham Adis. In the chapter is an opulence of Krishna. How to see Krishna? Of course, when we come to the temple, so you see the deity. Oh, here is Krishna in the form of deity. Or if you are a Pandita, very pure devotee, Uttama Bhakta, then you see a Supreme Lord in everybody's heart. Correct? Not only humans, not only in Mahalakshmi heart, Prabhu's heart, but on the heart of everyone, including the dogs that people are carrying during morning or evening. And everywhere you see, Pandita Samadarshaniya. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Supreme Lord said, Vidya Vinaya Sampanni Namo Brahmane Hastini Sunichaiva Sivapusagacha Pandita Samadarshaniya. One who is the Uttama Bhakta, he can see Supreme Lord everywhere. But others, how can we see? We don't have that purity to see in the heart. We can't see heart is not that pure. We can't see a presence of Supreme Lord in our heart. What to speak of seeing in others, one. But if our heart becomes very pure, we can see. So that is why whenever you come to Hare Krishna temple, often we do chanting a mantra, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We either chant, or sing, or dance, write, everything Hare Krishna mantra. Why? So this is a mantra given to purify our existence. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, by repeating this Hare Krishna mantra, you are removing this dirt accumulated on the mirror of this heart. As you clean and clean and clean and clean, one day it becomes very clear. And when you go and see the mirror, you see yourself very clearly, you see a Lord also. Actually, we don't see ourselves. That's why we think we are body. Correct? So that cleaning our mind, our heart, our thoughts, our action. So these all are possible simply by chanting holy name of Supreme Lord. That's what we do. So now, commonly, how do we see other way? Other can be, Krishna says, you can see me in the taste of water. So whenever you drink a water, take a glass of water. I can't demonstrate today. So, but anyway, glass is not there, water is not there. But anyway, you can imagine in the mind. You can drink in the mind also. You can take glass of water, drink. If the water is very tasty, Krishna. So you are remembering Krishna, actually the taste. Or morning when we get up, when you are coming towards temple or going anywhere, you see a sunlight. Oh, this sunshine is Krishna. Night time, you can't see sun, you can see moon, in the especially full moon day. Then you see a light of that moon is Krishna. So this way, if you start seeing that, at least making practice. So even some devotees ask, Prabhupada, so when we are drinking wine or alcohol, can we think of Krishna? He says, yes, you can. Taste in wine is Krishna. But if you keep on doing that for a long time, then you become Krishna conscious, then you don't drink wine anymore. You only drink whatever Krishna prescribes for your upliftment in spirituality. Okay, so that is one of the way of seeing. So now Krishna is the beginning, Krishna is the end. So he says, even in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Bhutani Antya. Antya means end. Adi is the beginning. So Krishna is the beginning, Krishna is the end. And of course, Krishna also says that I am seated in everybody's heart. So this is, Krishna also says, and of course here in the prayer, this prayer is given by Lord Brahma to Kashyapa Muni. Kashyapa Muni is given to his wife Aditi. Okay, and then now we can also follow. So if you follow this Payovrata for 12 days, for example, what is the benefit? So at the end of this chapter, it is said all your desire will be fulfilled. You not only please Supreme Lord, then you will satisfy all your desires. So in this case, Aditi, Mother Aditi, so she wanted to restore the kingdom, heavenly kingdom, back to Indra and all other sons, so that they can rule over. So that was her desire, so the desire fulfilled. Actually her desire, so how can she fulfill? By getting Supreme Lord as son. So if you want to get a very son who is very dutiful, very good boy, very good girl, very efficient, highest character, highest qualities, Vidya, Vinaya, everything. So then you do this Payavrata. And Payavrata is only for 12 days. So that is good. Okay, so that is beginning and end. And of course Krishna, so even coming to this universe itself, we all know that. Our material world within so many universes, they also have beginning, they also have end. Who is the cause of this? Krishna is the cause of this. He is doing directly, he doesn't have to do it. He can take avatars, Purusha avatars, as Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu, Karunadaksha Vishnu, same. Then Garbhodaksha Vishnu and Chirodaksha Vishnu. So as Mahavishnu, from Mahavishnu, so many universes are coming. Then again, each universe needs to be taken care. Then we have Garbhodaksha Vishnu. And inside the universe, there are so many living entities. They also need a soul. Like we, for example, ants, dog, cat, donkey, whatever, birds, bees, humans, everybody needs maintenance. They can only survive if there is Supreme Lord inside. So he takes as a Chirodaksha Vishnu. So he is the beginning. Then of course universe is dissolved and again goes back to him only. He doesn't burn out or disappear. No. He is the source, he is the maintainer, he is the end. So that is what means, Dvi Shirsne. Dvishara, two heads. Clear? Supreme Lord is, oh Supreme Lord, my obeisance to you. Who has two heads? That means who is the beginning of everything, who is the end of everything. Clear? That one. Dvisarasni. Next is Tripade. Krishna has Tripada. Supreme Lord has Tripada. Here it is more of analogy. So this Tripada. So here Krishna, three legs. Savarna Traya. Prabhupada says Tripada means Savana Traya. Savana Traya. This Savana Traya is like a 3 types of bathing. Like a Sanskrit translation of Savana is like religious bathing. For example, Abhishek. During festivals, so we'll have open Abhishek of Supreme Lord. During Janmashtami, we do open Abhishek of Radha Krishna. During Nityananda Periya's Day, Trayadoshi, we do Gaurnitai Abhishek. And of course, during Jagannatha Baladev Subhadramaya. So during December soon, there will be open Abhishek of Jagannatha Baladev Subhadramaya. Not only that, every person who visits gets opportunity to do Abhishek of Supreme Lord. Other time, no. Other times only they say you need to be a very qualified Brahmana. Not just qualified Brahmana, influential Brahmana, not influential Brahmana, but influential, very influential in Melbourne temple. Then you may be called, given opportunity to do Abhishek. Okay, you can come and see this. This is open secret. Correct, Mataji? Just being Brahmana won't get you opportunity to do Abhishek. So you need to be influential Brahmana, preferably Maharaj. If not, influential. Influence enough to influence the head pujari and do Abhishek. Anyway, good news is that Jagannath is not going to put those restrictions. Jagannath, Lord Jagannath is very, very kind to everybody. Doesn't matter who they are. Whether they are Brahmana, non-Brahmana, whoever they are. If you come, he says, come. He will give you a hug. An opportunity of doing Abhishek on the auspicious day is very, very important. So make sure that somehow it is announced outside that day. Make sure that you attend and make sure that you do Abhishek of Supreme Lord. Of course, how do you do Abhishek? So this is where Savana Traya. This Savana is oblation. So there is pouring liquid. So what is of course the Abhishek of Supreme Lord takes place in the temple every day. But that is during after Mangalarati, one most pure Brahmana will do Abhishek of Saligram Silas. Saligram Silas of Supreme Lord. He is taken in the form of Saligram Sila. So there may be not as opulent as other days. So on the Nityananda Trayodashi and other Krishna Janmashtami and all. So we perform Abhishek of through water, through ghee, through milk, yogurt, various types of juice, honey, correct? So many things. So we do. So the deities also look very beautiful. So if you want to see beautiful Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, during the Abhishek you should see. So when they put milk, look very whitish, especially when they put curd. So look like a snowman. So you can imagine snowman throughout your year. Just close your eyes, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looking like a snowman. Then after that they put honey. When they put honey, the snowman become very beautiful, like a honey color layer. So and also transparent. Just close your eyes, see how beautiful they look when they put this honey. Then through honey you see transparent, even more effulgence. Through a direct type, but when the honey is on top of that Supreme Lord, so effulgence. So you should see it and experience it. Actually, let me tell you, that is much more pleasure, much more satisfying, much more ecstatic than even doing Abhishek. Sometimes we think, person who is in Abhishek is having glorified, he is a very great person, blah, blah, he must be enjoying. We think like that. But actually those who are sitting there and observing that Abhishek and very clearly focus on Supreme Lord, even the physical element that are going, then see Supreme Lord through that, then it is very satisfying. Please do. So along with Abhishek, and you be there and enjoy the Abhishek bathing of Supreme Lord. And if you remember that, life is successful. Krishna is the end. At the end, what happens? Instead of being again born here, you go back to Vaikuntha Loka. Here only Punarapi Janaram, Punarapi Maranam. Punarapi Janani, Jatare Sayanam. So again, you appear in some jatara of some mother, then if you appear in the dog body, dog mother, that is the dog body only. Appear in human body. So it can, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. So how do we get out of this punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, of this word? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare sayamanam. Samsvapte sanite kal, this word, dukkhalaya, only by taking shelter of Mukunda, Krishna, Supreme Lord, we can. How do we take shelter of Krishna? Simply observing bathing ceremony, remembering that at the end of your life. That is one of the method. Other can be if you are able to say Krishna, that is also possible. But we may not have energy to say Krishna. Our mind may be not able to cooperate. At least we can just have a glance in the mind through remembering that bathing ceremony that happened. So we can make our life successful. But of course, you can't say, I will just remember last minute, last breath, somehow. That won't happen. So that is why Shastra recommends us to do this right from childhood, Kaumara. Prahlad Maharaj, in the previous canto, so there he is teaching to his classmates. He says, in Kaumara age, from between that age from 5 to 10, that is, at 5 only you start. Actually, preferably early. If you bring this, babies, you might have seen, the babies come, at 1-2 months only they are doing like this, when you are doing kirtan. Then as time progresses, they do like that, then they sing, they also do Hare Krishna like that. Small babies of 3 months or 4 months, if they are exposed, they say, you say Hare Krishna, they say Hare Krishna, they also say, even the babies. So therefore we have to perfect that art of remembering Krishna right from beginning. Later mind is very difficult. There is also a proverb in English, you can't teach new trick to a old dog. Difficult, correct? You take old dog, you try to teach new trick, how to jump the fence. It can't. But in the beginning, you teach, he will know how to do it. Similarly, our situation, same thing. Some only few lucky ones may be able to do it, but most of us, it is better to do as early as possible. Of course, if you have not done in the past, don't worry. Even now also start. So the past is past. We can't do anything. At least from present now onwards, we can do. Okay, so the Krishna is the beginning, Krishna, and then coming to this Savana Traya, 3. So just like giving bath to Supreme Lord, 3 oblations, 3 liquids. It can be water, then apply the oil, second, then again put a hot water or a milk, or gandha. So the 3. Very common. You go to most temples where the deities are big deities. So there, like Venkateshwara, very big deity. Then Padmanabha Swami, very big deity. Correct? So when he is in the Sayana force, so Adi Ranganatha, so they are very big deities. So they give them bath. How do they give? Simple every day. So can be put a hot water, then apply oil, and again water or gandha, that's all. Special day will be a very elaborate abhishek. Okay? So this is 3 pade. So that is 3 pade. Next is Chatu Srangaya. Sranga means decorated. Sranga. Sranga. Chatu Sranga. So here, Chatu Sranga. So who have 4 horns? For deers or buffaloes, they all have horns, correct? Horns is like a decoration. When they are born, there is no horn. You see, have seen baby cows or baby buffalo or baby deer. They don't have horns. But as they grow, slowly horns start appearing and come. Of course, some deers have got very beautiful horn. And even the oxen, they also have very nice horn. So in this case, so it says, one who has 4 horns, those decorations, 4. And what are those 4 horns? So here, so the translation is the 4 Vedas. These 4 Vedas, we say Krishna is the literal incarnation. Vedas are not different from Krishna because it's coming from Krishna. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, anything that comes from Krishna is not different actually, but not same also. So when we look at the sun, we see a sun and we see a sunshine, we see a heat. So when we go outside, we experience some sunshine and heat. Oh, sun is here. Yes, but sun is not here, sun is over there. So it is also sunlight, but it is not sun. We can say sun. So that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Achinta Bheda Abheda Tattva, simultaneously one and different. When there is a fire, heat, when the burning fire, there is a light, there is heat also. We can say the fire, but it's not actually fire. So similarly, Krishna and Krishna's energy is simultaneously one and different. Those who are Maha elevated and pure, they can see they are same, but otherwise most of us, we see different energy that we are using it. So the water is energy actually. Water is energy, liquid energy given by Krishna so that we can survive. So Krishna is energy. But those who are Mahabhagavad, they can see Krishna in the water. Taste of water is Krishna. So now these 4 Vedas, you all know 4 Vedas. What are those? Rig Veda is the first Veda. So then Yajur Veda, then Samaveda, then the 4th one is Atharveda. So this Rig Veda, what does it contain? So Rig Veda is a book of Vedic hymns, praise. Praising whom? Praising demigods, praising Supreme Bhagavan. The hymns are very unique hymns to praise Supreme Lord. So sometimes when we do prayer, so where are these prayers coming from? They are coming from Veda. So it is likely that maybe either Brahma prayed or other great devotees, Narada, they all prayed to Supreme Lord, and those prayers are there in this Rig Veda. And these prayers are very powerful. So they are the foundation of spirituality, spiritual foundation. And so they are of course recited during many ceremonies. Even during the deity installation. So how many of you attended a deity installation program anywhere in the world? Attended? Now if the new temple is built and they bring a new deity, so there is something called Prana Pratishta. We heard about this Prana Pratishta program last year a lot during January when they installed Ram Lala in Ayodhya. Called Prana Pratishta. So that is why the deity, you can't say stone. Sometimes people say, oh, these people are worshipping idol. Actually, you're not worshipping idol. You're worshipping a deity with life. They invoke life into this, initially it may be, stone. But later when they invoke this Prana Pratishta, as part of Prana Pratishta, they invoke every part. Then they invoke mantra, touch the ear, eye appears. And touch another eye appears. Then touch the nose appears. Head, everything, ear hole, stomach, mouth, teeth, everything, Prana Pratishta. So giving a life to that. It can go for several days. Prana Pratishta is not like 1 second job, no. So Prana Pratishta. So the pure Vedic mantra, a pure devotee, when they chant, when they pray and invoke Lord for every part, then Lord comes. That is why it's called deity. That is the difference between before installation, after installation. Before you might say, oh, we just made the form of Krishna in the stone. Yes, that is true. But once you have Prana Pratishta, the life, Prana Pratishta. Okay? So that is, these all are nicely explained in Rig Veda, and we pray those prayers for their purpose. Even during marriage, there are mantras are chanted. Vedic marriage. Even if you come to some marriages here that are performed, so during marriage, the pujari, the officiating, one who is officiating the marriage, and he chants many mantras. And at the end they conclude, they come here, there will be put some flower circles, and then each step 7 they go and they perform, they take a vow that under whatever may the difficulty and so on, I will still take care of my wife. You do like that vow. So this way marriage will last throughout this life. And if someone is very much attached, in the next life also. Sometimes they say, if you're too much attached, next life you will get the same person as a wife or husband. So otherwise, all those who fully dedicate to Krishna, so they all want to finish with this and go back to spiritual world. And of course, others who wear kavi, this saffron dress, like this Prabhu, when they become sannyasi, so they instead of getting married to another human, they get married to Krishna. So Krishna becomes their husband. So that is what they dedicate to Krishna only. Marriage means what? You become a servant and dedicate. Same way. So when I take a sannyasi, so then I say, Krishna, I am now fully married to you. All my time, energy, they call my body, my mind, my words for you only. My body means I do some activities for you. My words I speak for you. Body, mind and words. In my mind I am thinking, I am always thinking about you. Correct? You only think about Master, not anybody else. So better to think about Supreme Master. That will elevate our thoughts, elevates our actions, it purifies our heart, so that way we will be joyful always. Goal of life is to become joyful. Everybody want to be happy. So you can achieve that those things. Okay, that is Rig Veda. Then Yajurveda. Yajurveda talks about how to perform worship, the methods and processes. One is Vandanam, is Rig Veda. Other is performing, like Prabhu is doing flower offering. Why do this way in clockwise? Why not anti-clockwise? These all are explained in Yajurveda. Then Samaveda. So this Samaveda is about the book of songs. These hymns, rituals in the classical music way. Gandharvas. So Gandharvas follow Samaveda. So Samaveda. Then Atharveda. Atharveda is something like Ayurveda, medicine. So we want to get a stable mind, stable body. So all these are explained nicely in Atharveda. So these are the 4 Vedas. So Chatur Srangaya. Clear? Chatur Sranga. The 4 Srangas, and they are these Vedas. So therefore, if you are reading Veda, you are touching Vedic book, you are touching Krishna. So we normally these days, next 1 month or so, these books are distributed. So they are not distributing these printed pages. They are distributing Krishna. Because Krishna is inside. Krishna's glory is inside. And if not, at least there will be a Krishna picture. Here, Krishna picture or Lord Shiva picture. Lord Shiva is the incarnation of Krishna in mode of ignorance, to manage that mode of ignorance. Or, here is Dhanavantri. Dhanavantri is bringing what? Nectar, Amrita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanavantre. So if you are seeking good health, stable mind, you can say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva Dhanavantre. At the end you add Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Is a 12-syllable mantra. But you can add Dhanavantre to it at the end. That becomes Dhanavantri mantra. But still it's there. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva Dhanavantre. Amrita Hastaya Kalasaya. Kalasa is that pot. Amrita Hasta. So in his hand he is carrying that. So you can pray that way also. So these are very beautiful. You see. So simply just opening up. Then you see a picture. Oh, Supreme Lord here. So nice. He's coming on, on Garuda. For what? So this way we can understand. So therefore distributing this book is actually distributing Supreme Lord. So that is, the books. So next is Tantatve. Tantatve is expanding. Then here, Sapta Hastaya. Sapta means 7. We say Sapta Rishis. 7 Rishis. We are doing Bhagavad Sapta. Means we are doing Bhagavad Sapta for 7 days. Why 7 days? This originally it was explained by, to explain to Parikshit Maharaj by Sukadeva Goswami for 7 days. That's why I say Bhagavad Sapta, 7 daes. He has Sapta Hastaya. Krishna, Supreme Lord, has 7 hands. And what are those 7 hands? These are actually here, Prabhupada says, the 7 chandas such as Gayatri. So 7 chandas, so those who are in, classical music, they sing these verses in a very unique way. And some of them verses are composed with this chanda called Gayatri, which will have 24 syllables. Like our Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. How many? Hare Krishna to Hare Krishna. 4. Correct? So then like that, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. So like 16 syllables. So here 16 word. So whereas here this Gayatri, for example, Gayatri, usually all those verses under this Gayatri Chanda, they will have 24 words, including Gayatri Mantra. So Gayatri Mantra, if you recite, and there are only 16. So this is called, this is basically Chandas, means name of meter used to recite that verse. So there are 7 Sapta, 7 types. So if you really go through in Vedas very detailed, say Gayatri, Usnik, Anustubha, Brahati, Pankti, Jagati, Tristubha, like that, they are there. And some of them are something like, 24 into 4, so many words. So usually this Vedic mantras are very, very long, so they are usually Jagati. And only just 24, that is the smallest, is a Gayatri. And there is a meter, the way you sing. So those, for example, singing, this Gayatri mantra. So sometimes we just say, Om Bhur Bhuva Savata Savitru Vaniham Bhargo Devasya Dhimhi Dhyana Prachodaya. It's just, there is no meter, we just say. But if you see those who are singing with the meter, so they sing, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varniham Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yona Prachodaya. They say in a meter in a way. Okay, I don't have that expertise, but you ask those who are very expert classical singer, they also recite verse. Same verse that we are reciting, but in that meter. So those 7 meters are Krishna. You see, everything is Krishna. So, and if you want to really know this Gayatri mantra, so you can know, of course, every word is very powerful. Om, So Om, so it's like invoking Supreme Lord, deity. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. That's what we're saying. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. So that is 7 hands. So Sapta Hastaya. Clear? Sapta Hasta. Hasta is hand. Sapta. 7 Hasta. 7 hand. So next Sapta. Then Yajnaya. Sapta Hastaya Yajnaya. So here is the Yajna means supreme enjoyer. So Prabhupada translated this, this is a Sanskrit translation. Yajna means on to the Yajna Purusha, the supreme enjoyer. So we are paying, here the prayer to Yajnaya, supreme enjoyer. Yajna Purusha is Yajnaya. Yajna is sacrifice. Yajnaya, one who receives that sacrifice. When you are doing fire sacrifice, so we are offering ghee, other things, other grains, sometime even banana also, and various offering, even vastra as well. When you do big havan and big yajna, we do all this. For whom? So we are offering it to one who has received this. In this case, Lord Vishnu. So he is the supreme enjoyer. So this is what this verse says. And of course in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also says he is the supreme enjoyer. Bhoktaram yajna tapasyam. So all that austerity, so suppose you say, I am Krishna consciousness. What does it mean? All that you do, yajna tapasya, bhoktaram yajna tapasya. You perform yajna, you do tapas, you do austerities, you perform so many things. But if you are offering it to Krishna, there is a yajna. Automatically that is called Krishna conscious person, spiritual person. So bhoktaram yajna tapasyam. Bhoktaram means the enjoyer, recipient of your offering. Bhokta, Ram. Ram is the enjoyer. Ram means all pleasurable. Bhoktaram, one who is receiving your offering. Bhoktaram Ignatapasam. And of course Krishna says Bhoktaram Ignatapasam. Not only that, he is a Sarvaloka Maheswaram. Bhoktaram Ignatapasam Sarvaloka Maheswaram. Sudram Sarva Bhutanam. Sudram Sarva Bhuta. Sarva means all the living entities. Bhuta is all living entities. Sudram. Sudram means well-wisher. Sudram Sarva Bhutanam Jnanatvam Shantim Richiti. Jnana means this knowledge. One who has this knowledge that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, such a person is always peaceful and happy. Correct? So if you are distributing book, so you become successful in distributing 10 books, but this is Krishna's recipient, happy. You try to distribute one day, nobody buys, still you are happy. So it is Krishna. So whether it translates into distribution or no distribution, you are happy. But you are making an attempt. That's all we can do. Krishna says you are nimitta matra. He is doing everything. Correct? If I am writing a book, his pen is writing? No, that author is writing. This pen is only nimitta matra. Pen can't become very, proud. Oh, I am the one who is writing this Bhagavad Gita, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. No. See, I can't become proud that I am speaking Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. No, this Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is coming from there. We are just reading. And which became a nimitta matra. Correct? This all knowledge is there. We are just discussing what is there. We are not creating anything new knowledge. Because Krishna is all knowledge. Soon you will get. Krishna is all knowledge. Okay, so that is Yajna-Purusha. Yajna-Purusha. So he is the recipient of everything. So that means whatever you are offering is to Krishna, and so if he is satisfied, everything is good. So next, Yajna-Purusha over. So then, Trai. Yajnaya, Trai. What is Trai? So here it is translated Trai as, these three ritualistic activities that are given in Vedas. What are those? First one is Karma Kanda, second one is Jnana Kanda, and third is Upasana Kanda. Karma Kanda. What does this Karma Kanda talks about? It just gives you various ritualistic ceremonies and that you can do for fruitive activities. Suppose you want to start a business, you want to become a very successful business magnate, you perform some rituals. That is Karma Kanda. Primarily you are doing all this for your own success. Yeah, Karma Kanda ceremony. Or you want to get a very beautiful wife or a beautiful husband, you perform some Vedic ceremony for that purpose. So these are all Karma Kanda, only if that is the goal. Okay? So or if you say no problem, whoever Krishna gives, I will accept. If I desire to get married. Otherwise, I get married to Krishna as a sannyasi. So option is there. So choice is ours. So you can marry Achyuta, infallible, who can never go wrong. Or you can marry someone who may give a trouble in the middle and disappear. Anything can happen. Anyway, so this is Karma Kanda. Vedic ceremony performed primarily for material benefits. Sometimes we say, oh, we want to do something for liberation, like that we say. Then Jnana Kanda. Jnana Kanda is Jnana Yogis. So that is mostly we say mental speculation. Sometimes we are speculating too much. Why speculate? It's already there. Accept Krishna and do it. Sometimes we are speculating. Billions of dollars spent in Australia, everywhere in the world, for building those very powerful telescopes. What are they doing? Simply observing the sky. Oh, we found one new star, a new earth, or this universe is expanding, and doing this, simply writing, so many papers. Mind is speculating so much. Veda is already telling you, it is so big that our instrument can't measure. Our mind is a frog, tiny mind, Dr. Frog, tiny friend. We are in the well, small well, no? A frog in the well. He is imagining how big is Atlantic Ocean. How big is Indian Ocean? You know, there is a story. Once a frog from ocean came, somehow jumped into a well, and in well it found one small other frog. This the frog that is born and brought up and almost there in the small well. He is asking, "Oh, who are you, friend?" The frog, "Oh, I come from this ocean." "Oh, how, where is this ocean?" He says, "They're in the other place." "How big is that ocean?" He says, "The ocean is very big." So this frog says, "Oh, is it this much big?" He says, No. Is it this much big? No. So it's just go on. It's expanding. This much big, then to an extent where it broke his stomach. That's what is happening. Simply all our, we are doing so much of unnecessary research. In certain matter, unnecessary. So much that one day you just die on the table of the telescope only. And that is called success in this material world. Correct? If some researcher or somebody dies while doing his research, and that person is called very successful person, very dedicated. You instead of dying on the deathbed, you die while doing that work, material work. So that is success. Anyway, this is what will happen. So Veda is given, but the smart person will just take care of Veda. Veda is telling all of that. Even in that last Veda, Atharveda, so if you, this mathematics, we call Ganita Shastra, Bhogola Shastra. Shastra is science, is there. So you can also do. So there are times you can do how to use some material, something, how to make this, stand, how to make it stable, so that it is always in stable position. This kind of simple research we can do for using it. But trying to find out where the end of the universe is of no use. Because neither we are creator of this universe, nor we are, a destroyer of this universe, nor we are maintainer of the universe. And with our mind, we can't see the end at all. That's what is going. You go and ask astronomers, did you see the end of the universe? He says, yes, this much kilometer. After 20 years, you ask, no, end expanded. The thing is expanding. It is not expanding, it is there only. But our telescope to see that is being powerful, so we can see it to the end. Little bit, correct? If I remove my spec, I can only see very nicely on the spec, short sight. We can see very really. But if you ask me to see D2 very, very nicely, I cannot see. So I see a spec. It's like a small telescope. Correct? We are wearing a telescope. Prabhu, we are wearing a telescope, small telescope. That's we call spec. And now, we not only that, in this also we want to put all energy in making it blue color, red color, Ray-Ban, this brand, that brand, and golden frame, no frame. So then this become a big business. And now the tram you see, advertisements. Buy one spec, get other free. And they put color, red color, blue color, whatever color you like. So that becomes a prestige issue. Correct? If you wear one Ray-Ban glass, then with black color, person looks, this person is coming from America to a village in India. Very prestigious. People derive so much of prestige, proudness on that just wearing spec. That telescope only we are wearing. It is actually not a proudness. It is only shows that our senses are defective. So to cover up, we put a spec, then make show off out of it. So that is what happening. Unnecessary beginning end. Anyway, these are in kandas are there. Now finally, 3. 3 is that karma kanda, jnana kanda, upasana kanda. Jnana kanda is speculation. Then the upasana kanda is about devotion. So usually those who want to enter into the devotional pathway, read more of this Upasana Kanda, this is the devotion Kanda. So in Bhagavad, you can see in the Vedas also. Okay? So there is 3. So 3, Vidhyatmani. Last we are coming to the conclusion, Vidhyatmani. So what is this Vidhyatmani? So Vidya means knowledge. Vidhyatmani, one who has all the knowledge. Do I know everything? I don't know. Do I know what is happening in mind? In myself? Little bit. Do I know what is happening in his Prabhu's mind? I don't know. But who knows everything? Krishna knows. Why? He has a super soul. He is in every living entity's heart. So Vidyatmani, not only that, he has all the knowledge. The not only knowledge of today, he has the knowledge of the past, knowledge of present, knowledge of future. So this Vedavyasa Muni has composed, has put together Shruti into the writing form in this, for example, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. If you read Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 12, so this is 8. Then if you go to Canto 12, so there it talks about even the Kali Yuga as it progresses for so many thousands of years, 450 something like a year. And he could see this 5,000 years ago. We don't know what happens after 10 minutes. Whether we live or not, we don't know. Correct? We have no knowledge. So that is why people are all the time fighting only. We have no idea what will happen next year. That's why we have newspaper every day telling different things. Correct? If you know what is happening tomorrow after 10 years' time, you don't buy newspaper. You know already. But Krishna knows past, present and future. So in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, Krishna says, Atitani Vartamani Bhavishyani. Atitani is the past, Vartaman, present, and Bhavishya, the future. Sometimes people read your palmistry and tell you the future. Little bit they have some high level understanding. If this lines like this, okay, your Bhavishya, your health is very good. Like this, you will have very good wife. Oh, like this they see. Maybe you may have one wife or no wife or two wives. Like that they tell all of this. Bhavishya. Bhavishya of you, Bhavishya of your wife, Bhavishya of your son, Bhavishya of your health. All this Bhavishya. Some little bit, those mastery. So in Vedas it is given. Because Veda is a Krishna. All knowledge is there. Krishna. So a little bit is there. If you develop the expertise, you can get that understanding. So Bhutani. So this is Krishna has told. Then of course finally says, last word is Namaha. So you pray to Krishna, oh Krishna, so you are the all knowledgeable. You are the Vedas. You are the offering. And we are offering to him only. Say, whatever offering to Krishna, we are not creating. It's actually Krishna's only we are offering to him. If I am offering a banana to Krishna, I am not creating banana. The seed-giving father is Krishna. He is the seed-giving father of that banana tree. So banana has grown. And the energy to Krishna, that one is coming from Krishna only. The sunlight is also from Krishna only. The juice, the taste of that banana, the taste of apple, the taste of all the food that we eat is actually Krishna, coming from moon. So it's Krishna. So therefore we just offer it to Krishna. So this here says that all livers, still Krishna likes it. Just like parent. You give some money to your son or daughter, they save and one day they buy one something for the Father Day and present you, become very happy. Did they work and buy that Father Day gift for you? No. Actually there the money took from you, but you present. They have spent most of it, but still they purchase, oh my father, I went there, my father, let me buy a nice kerchief for him. Or let me buy one small something he likes. And give it to that father. Father is very happy. Same way. So it's all Krishna's only. But just by offering Krishna, here is for you. So he is very pleased. If Krishna is pleased, everything is pleased. That's why it says, Tasmin tuste jagat tustam. Tasmin. If Supreme Lord is satisfied, the whole world is satisfied. Tasmin tuste jagat tuste. And of course we need to know that Krishna is everything. That is why Krishna says, if you know me, there is nothing beyond to know. If you know God perfectly, there is nothing beyond to know, because God is everything. God is all knowledge. If you know Krishna, you know everything. In a simple, if you know the Prime Minister of a country very well, automatically everything comes under your influence. You go to India, let's say you are a friend of Prime Minister Modi. Automatically the police will respect you as if you are a Modi. Correct? You become a friend of this Trump, the next president of America. Everybody will respect. They will respect as if they are respecting the Trump. Or here Australia, everywhere, wherever it is. Or why? If you are very close to a temple president, automatically everybody will respect you. As if you are a temple president. If you come here, oh, come, perform Mangalarati, perform Abhishek also. So that influence will rub. Same way. So we think if you know Krishna, you know everything. So knowing Krishna is the ultimate. In fact, the purpose of reading all these Vedas, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Bhagavad Gita is to know Krishna. A little bit know ourselves, who we are, know Krishna better. If you know Krishna better, automatically we know the relationship. And this way we connect with the Krishna. When we connect with Krishna, what happens? Krishna is the Satchidananda Vigraha. He is Sat Chit. Chit means all knowledge, all awareness. Sat is eternal. And Ananda, unlimited Ananda. Because of that connection, we will also derive unlimited Ananda, whether we are successful in material activity or fail in material activity. Because you say, I am doing this in offering to Krishna. And having this attitude in all our endeavor, we will be happy. Whatever it is, you are working somewhere in some university or some business or wherever it is. If you say, I am doing it for Krishna, do perfect. Sometimes they don't yield result that you are looking for. You say, look, I did for Krishna. So therefore you will be happy. Samadarshaniya. So you will be stable, Samadarshaniya. Whether success or failure, that person is Stha Prajna. So you will become happy. We are connected with that unlimited happiness. Okay? So this is what is teaching us, and I hope we have discussed each of the word very, very deep, and why they are saying so, and so on. Thanks to Prabhupada, he made it easy by giving us those Sanskrit words. Although there is no purport, but he says, Savanatraya. Okay, what is Savanatraya? What is this, Praniya? Then if you say 2 heads, we will be scratching our head. Where is Krishna with 2 heads? Where is Krishna with 3 legs? Where is Krishna with 7 hands? We are scratching our head. But with this giving those Sanskrit words in bracket, so that gives us a pointer. Guru is like a, just like GPS. Guru is a GPS. Guru. What is GPS? Global Positioning System. It will give direction. I say I want to go. Guru will give direction. You say I want to speak about this. Prabhupada, no purport. Okay, no problem. I have given inside some tips. We can take those tips and go deeper and then understand. So it's very powerful. So that is why these Vedic mantras are very powerful. So you can see this chandas, 24 syllable. Others are the others with more, 48. So if you go through all these verses, they just either 24 words or 48 words or in between. So you know how knowledge you need to have to compose within that 24 word only. So many thousands of verses. So who can do it? Only Krishna can do it. That's why Vedavasa Muni, as literary concept, Krishna, he did it. All we need to do is just repeat whatever we can. And if you can't repeat everything, don't worry. Simply chant Hare Krishna mantra. Krishna says, Prabhupada says, you don't have to become a Vedic scholar to come back to Vaikuntha Loka. Just purify existence, simply chanting His holy name, very, very easy. And Kali Yuga, even more easy. Even if you don't chant, just heard once, Hare Krishna, somebody is doing this Sankirtana, Kirtan in the street, and somebody heard it, that person become auspicious. At least next life, human life is guaranteed. So we just do simple, holy name Kirtan, and if possible, hearing. Hearing is also Krishna. What are we hearing? We are hearing Krishna's message, Sravanam. So therefore, we are becoming Krishna conscious. We are hearing glories. It's all about glories of Krishna. By hearing glories of Krishna, we become happy, because Krishna became happy. We please Krishna. Yasmin tuste jagat tustam. If Jagat is happy, Krishna is happy, we are part of Krishna, we are part of the Jagat, we are also happy. So that way, so we can make our life happy, life peaceful, and life successful at the end. Hare Krishna. Any question? No problem. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Enjoy Bhagavad Prasada. Is also Krishna only. Okay. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki Jai.